What if I told you there was a way to shut down skinny posts from that outside receiver without having to worry about getting back in the middle of the field with your user? Would you believe me? Well, it's true. And after the intro, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. It's one simple adjustment. I think that this is borderline one of the best tips I've done on YouTube all year. So let's get into it. What is up, guys? Dave for the Z-Man YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to show you guys how to shut down that outside receiver skinny post. This is from basically any meta that you notice your opponent is using a skinny post, whether that be a stock skinny or a hot route master skinny post. Now, what this is going to shut down mostly is going to be the bunch and the trips tight end skinny posts. If you guys are looking for a way to shut down the PA boot over skinny post, I actually did a video right here on the channel. You guys should check that out as well. That shows you exactly what to do against that particular route combo. But this is going to be more so dedicated to outside receivers. So let's go ahead and break down obviously what this particular route combo is for most of these metas. Really, you guys have seen bunch trail or the skinny post combo out of trips tight end. Basically what this is it's a rollout meta that does a fantastic job of beating cover 2 and cover 3 over the top. Some players will, when you run cover 2, just go ahead and throw the skinny post, splitting the safeties. When it's cover 3, they're going to motion a streak over. So just want to say thank you so much for helping me reach 12,000 subscribers here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. It is the spring of 2022 and we're still pushing upwards with the channel. Things are really growing, not only here on the YouTube channel, but also on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Zan Madden, where I also stream Monday through Friday in the afternoons. And obviously on the Gridiron Game Plans website and in our Discord, where there's a ton of awesome community conversation. If you guys could do me a quick favor, make sure you guys, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button as we push for 13,000 subscribers, and we'll see you guys here on the other side of this. You guys kind of saw in the intro what that looks like. Basically what players will do is they'll just motion this player over, put him on a streak or a fade, and then depending on how comfortable they are with their pass protection, they may block the tight end, they may put him on that angle route over the middle to hold the user. Just kind of in general, the combo you need is this: the streak, the skinny post, and the corner going to the wide side. And when you snap this ball, you're going to roll out and you're going to let that streak pull the middle third defender, and then you're just going to launch this post. And really, right there, we got an out of reach for some reason.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I don't know why, but you saw that DK Metcalf was wide open. So the issue is that we really don't have a way to stop this skinny post in zone. Players will run man-to-man, but then the offensive player will put a route tech on their skinny post to make sure that man-to-man can't guard it as well. So what I'm going to share with you guys today is a tip, and I want to give a shout out to Swolosimo because he actually applied this concept to the trips tight end. And unbeknownst to him, I believe at the time, this is actually something that's universal against all outside receivers. It doesn't matter whether it's a solo, a twins look, or a trips look. And what this is going to be is it's going to be the outside quarter adjustment. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take Jalen Ramsey and I'm going to move him over to the side where he is going to be over DK Metcalf. And you can call any coverage that you want, including a man-to-man shell. If man-to-man can guard every other route on the field for you, and you can use this adjustment that I'm about to show you, go for it. Obviously, you would have to know that this is exactly what your opponent wants to try, but I'm just telling you that this is a universal tip that can apply to any coverage, with the exception of, my opinion, the match defenses. I know that sounds weird, but we're going to be using a quarter to play match, but it's a different match than the match that exists in cover 4 quarters, palms, cover 6, and cover 9, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to show this to you out of like Tampa 2 real quick. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go right back into that skinny post. And obviously against Tampa 2, this is a very, very easy beater. What most players will do is they'll just snap the ball, roll out, and throw this post to X because it's a super, super easy chuck. You see that it splits the safeties. I showed you already how to beat cover 3, but with one simple adjustment, you're going to be able to beat this post. And what that is you're going to take Jalen Ramsey and you're going to put him into an outside quarter. Now to do this, you're going to flick the right stick to the left, and that's going to put him into an outside quarter adjustment. Now, right now, my play art is glitched.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So let's go ahead and try that again. I'm going to put Ramsey into the outside quarter adjustment. And then this is the most important part. You want to shade your coverage inside. Now, there is a visual tell to this. When you shade your coverage inside, did you see here on the left side of the screen? If I could have Jimmy go ahead and kind of show that in slow-mo of him backing up. This will tell you that this is active. And for some reason, this adjustment is all you need. When you do this, the player will turn psychic and be able to guard that skinny post. Now, naturally, in this cover 2 defense, we have now lost our flat defender. So I would recommend taking your outside linebacker or an inside linebacker and sending them to the flat. Now, realistically, I think this is a great user candidate because if that player runs a post, I'm not going to worry about it. And that's going to allow me to kind of bite back on some crossers coming from the bunch side, that angle route from the tight end. I'm just going to hang out down here real low just to show you that you can trust this. And I'm actually going to pull the pass rush back off of this tip too. So I'm going to spy 2 players so that way the pass rush doesn't shed. And I want you to watch how DK Metcalf's route has absolutely no chance whatsoever. And you're going to see that Jalen Ramsey just stays all over it, and pretty easy to do right there. Now, one thing that Swolosimo recommends when you run this tip is even backing that guy up a little bit more. It's up to you, but between what I just showed you and maybe having a post defender, keep in mind I didn't use or anything on this play. This is a tough throw to trust. Jalen's going to stay on top, and he almost runs it psychic. And for some reason, Von Miller still shed rushing 2 right there, but that's beside the point. So again, right here, I'm going to show you, we're going to take our outside corner. We're going to put him into an outside quarter, and then we're going to shade inside. If you want to back him up more, go for it. That's up to you. But again, when we run this, let me spy everybody this time. This is going to end up being something very, very easy to guard now. So you're going to see Ramsey basically is psychic on that, and that post cannot win. And you see that Ramsey's all over it. We get our interception without having to use her, without having to worry about getting back on this. This is something that's really, really simple to do. Now, let's say that our opponent's playing the flip game, and they flip their formation and forces us to flip ours. Now, all of a sudden, we're worried about Eskridge. So I'm going to go ahead and put the B corner into an outside quarter. I'm going to shade inside. You see that he does the same thing and backs off. It's imperative that you guys pay attention to speed discrepancies. This is a tip that's going to make that zone play match and play it pretty psychic. However, if your guy's considerably slower than the guy that is running the route against him, that route still can get open. But again, you're going to get the best assignment possible when you run this. So again, you watch Eskridge, he's trying to run that post. Look how that guy runs the route for him. And we're going to be able to pick that off pretty consistently. So this adjustment, obviously you see that it worked there in cover 2. Let's apply this to some other coverages real quick, just to show you that this is universal. This will apply to any other skinny post. So in fact, right now I'm going to call, let's call like a trips tight end or a Trey Y flex skinny post. So in this situation, let's go now and call maybe, honestly, let's call, I don't know. Let's see. How about, let's stay in the cover 2. I think the cover 2 is easily adaptable here. So we're going to put the ball in the other hash because a lot of players want to throw their trips to the wide side of the field. And again, with this particular concept, what you're going to do is if you're worried about a skinny post to the outside receiver Eskridge, you are going to put the outside corner into a quarter, and then you're going to shade inside. You see that Ramsey goes into his shade, and you're going to be able to, from here, replace this flat. Maybe you shade that up into a cloud flat. I think it's important that you guys know, don't set zone drops with this. It will remove your matching principles with this. No zone drops at all. And again, if they try to split the middle of the field with that outside post, you don't have to get back on it. So we snap this ball. You're gonna see that Ramsey's gonna run this route psychic, and Eskridge is never, ever, ever going to have a chance. It has nothing to do with him being in the zone. It's the activation of that particular assignment and the shading that is going to apply. So now I've shown this to you solo and trips. Let's get into like a twins look here, just to show you that it doesn't matter where the skinny post is. It is going to apply to a doubles look as well. So in fact, I'm going to even go to a different defense here. Let's go to nickel 3-3-5 wide, just to show you that it's also universal throughout the different formations in the game defensively as well. So here's an example of PA Reed out of a 2x2 set. Again, Metcalf is who we're worried about. And with this particular matchup, again, Metcalf has a significant speed advantage. So I would actually not be at all shocked if he still beat this assignment. Again, you don't have to be the exact same speed, but it would make sense that you try to match it as much as possible on this. So again, right here, we're going to snap this ball, and you're going to see that the guy's going to run the route for DK Metcalf, And Metcalf actually never had a chance right here. And this is going to be intercepted by Darius Williams. Now, I'm pretty confident. I don't know the exact speed of Darius Williams, but I'm going to bet that it's not the same as DK Metcalf. So when we go into our coaching, into our depth charts, and we take a look right here, Darius Williams is, for the Rams, 91 speed. So again, when you compare that to DK Metcalf, 95 speed. So he's given up considerable speed and height. Everybody that wants to chuck these skinny posts, this is the way that you're going to shut that down. Now, again, this does not apply to a compression skinny post. I want to make sure that that is painfully clear to you guys. If you guys try this tip against a compression skinny post, you are going to be very, very disappointed with the results. So I'm going to run bunch tight end PA boot over, and we're going to show you that this does not work the same way. So when I decide that I want to put that outside guy in a quarter and shade inside, so I'm going to put X in an outside quarter, I'm going to shade inside. He may do that trick where he kind of shades inside, but he is not going to run with that post at all, with that post at all. So we snap this ball, you see he's just going to play a quarter, and then we can still roll out and potentially chuck that ball all the way over the top. You don't want that to happen. So don't do it against a compression. Again, if you guys need to stop the PA boot over skinny post, the trick is to man up the running back on his pull route, which is that wheel route that everybody uses. If you guys need more detail on that, go back and watch the video that I talked about at the start of the video. But there you guys have it. That is how you defend a skinny post consistently in Madden. This is going to apply to bunch. It's going to apply to trips tight end. It's going to apply to basically any motion skinny post or any flipped to the outside skinny post. This is a great tip. I think Swolosimo does a phenomenal job. He kind of showed a lockdown trips tight end coverage using the quarter trick over the outside receiver, the inside quarter over the inside most receiver, and then manning up the middle receiver. And that gives a lot of players problems when you face trips tight end. However, this also applies to the bunch meta as well, which could be extremely, extremely invaluable. So I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below as well. If you guys want more coverage tips, head over to gridirongameplans.gg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. Link is in the description. We'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Ian. Get in the lab and good luck.